Okay, YouTubers, what's happening there? Barrier Sports Tech, DOTH in the place over here at the shop on lockdown, lock up. People still driving around. Anywho, um, been a couple of recent escapades around the area here up and down the block. Been kind of quiet this past week, but past month it's been on edge a little bit. Anyways, so inspired. Went out and ended up picking up protective gear. As far as the body armor, I ended up getting and actually piecing together this whole unit, which you're looking at, and this whole video will be about. A couple of things here, just presenting the actual product to you, my experience with dealing with the various areas of the buying process, and maybe give you some sort of insight. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible. But the other portion I wanted to give here, now I'm gonna probably take these stickers back off and see if I can. But they recommend that what these are, again, starting with the VISM. This is again one of those things where you pretty much need to understand that sometimes the model that they recommend. Now this one was bought off of Amazon. Off of eBay, and give you some sense here. This thing's got a little bit of weight to it. Now these are fiberglass, from what I can understand. I have a link listed below after this video. But anyways, I'm gonna keep it moving along here. But again, this is a full vest, slouching around for you, wearing front back plates. Two front plates are the 10 by 12s. They take the front and the back. Now again, this is what I wanted to make mention here on this particular model. I don't know if you can see the SKU number. Be wary on this SKU number, and much appreciation to the vendors of this particular product. Again, they're just vendors, they're not the manufacturers. But this particular SKU number, as you can read right there, you might want to pause that. Be sure if you run into that particular SKU number, it's listed as a side, up to a 6x8 side pouch, accessible carrier vest, but it is not. So when I went through all this hoopla with them, loop-dooply, and then basically they said it was an information, a stocking error. So this, as you can tell, this is the back end where you would carry homeboy. Hopefully nothing happened, but you would carry him from back end, just as such, and then the front end would sit up in the front. But again, to give you a better idea from what you're looking at, there is no side pocket here in which this 6x8 side plate by BAM will be able to fit in. There's a 6x6 you can get, and I believe a 6x8. If there's any other sizes, y'all more than welcome to educate and then just post below. But on to the next portion of this particular film. Again, so be wary about that particular SKU number when you are buying and looking at a vest. I pieced this whole thing together. I got the two 10 by 12 plates in the front and back, which again, your carrier vest will have the inserts. Y'all looking into it, there's inserts here, inserts here. Again, this particular model, as it said, it was on eBay. I don't want to give anybody bad name or anything like that. It was a misstocking error. But y'all who deal with these people know who mostly sells this gear. But going to the plates, I will link also below. There's been test runs on these particular plates. Amazing results. I had about a buddy who went in and to Afghanistan, served some time out there, and I told him about these new plates I came across. And actually, I came across this particular style or form of the plate. Again, this is the 6x6 panel you would put on the side. Now they make pouches which again, especially for 200 for the, it was, this thing was on sale. They actually gave me, that's why I don't want to name bash, but they actually gave me $15 off of that thing for misstocking. And I was like, well, by then I was only like $28 into the project for the carrier. And then about 120, I believe, for the 2 plates by BAM. Now, I ran across this. I'll try to find the link for it. The gentleman had made this particular body armor. Now, again, you have your metal, you have your hard and your soft is what they're referred to. I'm not going to go on into it. Y'all more than welcome to check it out. You already know whoever what the deal is if you're watching this probably. And then now this particular style, maybe somebody wouldn't be able to say. I haven't really researched it much, but I mean, they got me from the get-go when they did the testing portion of it. These do come in the package. They are rated and they date. And that was another good thing. That was another good sign of good body panel manufacturer. Again, if you're working with anything, again, you're looking at stab proof versus level 1, level 2, up until this is at level 3, in which I purchased from BAM off eBay again. And again, their service center was really helpful as well too, even during this wacky time where everything and everyone's kind of going a little haywire. You know, hopefully we kind of calm down again. But again, 6x8 plate is what you're looking at. Somebody maybe I don't know what particular cast you call this, but it's obviously fiberglass. It says specifically you want to paint these things. So here comes into the second part of the project. I have here, as we sell here at various sports at Coach's World, Corpus Christi, Texas. Here we are online again, coachesworld.com. I will leave a link in there as well. Various Sports Tech on Facebook. This is known as sticker vinyl. Now, this is sticker vinyl, and this one's rated. I'm gonna see if I can kind of go in there. This one's rated as a 751. I don't want to get all too into the vinyls. Y'all are more than welcome to check them out, but just to give you a count, 651, 751. The first number is the years that it's rated for. Just leave it at that. Y'all are more than welcome to research past that. So as long as you look at what we're working with, basically is a 751. That's more than adequate for what we're going to use it for. Again, my theory, I'm not sure if anybody's done this yet. I know on the website it says to spray paint them. Again, we want to, thinking outside the box, I just happen to have some vinyl that was brought to me. And we also do t-shirts and things like that. So I have stuff scrapped around. So you might even see me try to mess around. put little stickers on it or sayings, or some of y'all get into it. Maybe you put your little spell on there so you don't get, I don't know, whatever you want to do. You can get jazzy with it. Hopefully you don't ever have to, you know what I'm saying, be seeing it. At least it'll be something nice to look at when you do pull out your plates, if you do need to wash your gear off the carrier that you're wearing there, because these are fiberglass. They will get everywhere there is an orifice. And so what you want to do is to encapsulate all the fibers. Hence why they ask you to spray paint at least the sides, if not the whole thing. I excitedly put the stickers on before thinking that I was going to wrap this. And actually, what this also hoping will do is going to enable me to adjust. And now, this is another thing you want to look at when you're buying gear. Again, $200. I can't express it. $200. Under $200. Like it was like $185 is what I paid for everything. Between the 120 and then the after the discount, you know, it knocked me way down. Somebody do the math. I'm not sure, but it was under 20. It was under $30 for the carrier. 120 for the for the setup of the two 10x12s and then the two side plates of the 8x6s. So on that part. What you want to realize is that I believe this carrier takes up to a 13x12. I got to go back and look at the spec on this thing, because again, this thing was mislabeled at the point they gave me the discount. I was like, I might as well keep it. I would hate to, like, you know, use this waist banner, but I've already modified it to where I'm gonna be able to at least lace this in here, and I've pre-fitted it before. It actually does hold together. I've moved around, I've slept in the thing with minimal issues. Again, obviously the fiberglass issue was very apparent the first night, because you want to encapsulate those fibers. So we're gonna attempt to do that without the paint. We're gonna do it and seal it with this decal vinyl that we have here in front of us. I'm gonna probably cut away. Hopefully we can do this. Again, this should at least give you an idea of what you're looking at if you're looking at just home protection or just trying to learn get started with stuff. Again, maybe even just give you another idea of sprayless other means of achieving and skinning this cat. So let's let this puppy meow. I'll be back.